What is going on, guys? The time is here. It is finally time to break down this 250R. That's right, guys. So we are getting ready to tear this thing down today. You can see I have the garage bay all nice and clear here. Let me spin you around here and I'll show you. Got the 250R sitting there. Got this new tripod. Got my Rockstar Energy ready to rock and roll, get this day started. And what I'm going to do is move these workbenches around and kind of set up my area here so that we can have a nice, clean, and organized spot to take this thing apart, break it down, and keep everything labeled. Otherwise, things are going to get messed up and things are going to be all over the place. So my goal is to keep everything fairly organized, and we should be able to have this bike broken down today. So enough talking, guys. Let's get this garage organized and get this bike broken down. All right, let's get moving here, guys. First things first, let's get rid of these plastics. Thanks, Jim. I think removing those race plastics might have been the easiest set of plastic removal I've ever done. Now, even though this quad's getting a full stainless steel bolt kit, I still like to keep things organized just in case. So now that the plastics are off, I'm just going to go ahead and start removing random components. I'm probably going to start with the exhaust because that's such a big item. Get these Nerf bars off, and then maybe we'll take a crack at getting this engine out. Catastrophe has struck. Catastrophe has struck. Now, the previous owner did tell me that he tried to get these Nerf bars off and they were impossible to get off, so I kind of knew that was coming. These bolts weren't even in here when I bought the quad, and I went riding with it and they still didn't fall off or vibrate loose or anything, so I think they might be on there for good. So the Nerf bars I'm not too worried about. I'll just cut this steel pipe up here and call it a day with that. We're not going to be using those Nerf bars anyway. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't yesterday go ahead and put some oil on the swing arm bolt. So I just went and sprayed some PB Blaster all in here on both sides of the swing arm and on the axle while we're back here. Stuff I probably, like I said, I should have done a couple days ago, just so that penetrating oil can get in there and break those bolts free. The swing arm bolt on these things can be a pain in the dick from what I understand. I've had a couple 400EXs that I had to actually chop the swing arm off, and I'm really not looking forward to having to do that. Plus I want to reuse this swing arm, so let's see what happens. So while I'm letting those Nerf bars soak, I'm just going to try to see if we can get this swing arm bolt out. Ugh, I already feel like I know it's not going to come out. That's amazing. I don't even know what to say right now. I feel blessed. I can't believe that came out. So I'm thinking either that bolt was recently removed, or it's possible that somebody was actually greasing this grease zerk. You can see in this bolt, there's little ports there to keep that thing nice and lubricated. I'm kind of curious if that's why. I don't know, but this is a 1987. This is one of the oldest quads I've ever worked on, and I don't think I've ever had a swing arm bolt come out that easy. So since we're on a roll here, I'm going to try to break this axle nut loose, and then we'll try to get the motor out, see if these Nerf bars come off, take it from there. Oh my God, this is my lucky day. All those people that said I paid too much for this quad, this justifies the price. Let's get the motor out. Well, luckily, we got some play right up in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I just gotta take this U-bolt off, and we should be able to get the Nerfs off. All right, as we're waiting for those fluids to drain, let's get prepared by removing this ugly snorkel. Just in case I end up needing this, I'm going to drill out these rivets and save this mounting bracket. wanted to show you guys something really cool. I was going to take this back caliper off, and what do you know? That's how the caliper was. So that's how I went riding with it. But it actually held up and it was working. So let's get it off. This is why you break free all of your big nuts and bolts before everything else is taken apart, because now this thing is going to be a bitch to get off, and that bolt is tight as f***, but I guarantee I will get it off. All right, guys, everything is all apart, and I have to say, this is probably one of the easiest ATVs I've ever parted out. Here, let me show you. Boom, there it is. Got the frame front and center, bunch of parts over here, bunch of parts over here, just Honda 250R, blood and guts everywhere. And of course, the beating heart is right here. Now, I got a good look at all of these parts, being as I took it apart, and everything seems to be in pretty good shape. You can see the coating on this motor. For the most part, it looks good. I mean, there's dirt up on that head and everything. But besides a little bit of boot rub, this motor looks like it's in really good shape. I have my little bin here with all my bolts and stuff labeled. Try to keep everything organized. Of course, all our parts over here, the plastics and whatnot, pipe, hubs, all this stuff. What a mess. And over here, we have our tires, suspension, control arms, skid plate, stuff like that. Got the brake line laid out over here. I didn't want to split these open just yet, even though we're going to have to because we're going with extended A-arms, so I'm going to have to do an extended brake line kit. And I have the old oil right there. If anybody's interested in that, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's probably still good. There might be a little bit of antifreeze mixed in there, but I mean, I'm sure it's good. Okay, guys, so in the next video, we're going to be focusing on this frame. We're going to be cleaning it up and installing a gusset kit on it. Now, luckily, after looking this thing over now that it's stripped down, I was able to get a good look at it, and it seems like it's in really good shape. I don't see any rot holes or anything like that, so this is going to be a really nice base. Once we get that gusset kit installed on there, it's going to be a really nice, strong frame, and it's going to be perfect for the track. But as for this one, guys, this is going to be it. Make sure to give me that thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. It takes a lot of time to make videos like this. Ripping this quad down takes about 3 times as long as it would if I wasn't filming things, because I got to get the right shots and everything, and editing this video is going to take a really long time too. So that thumbs up really helps me out. I really appreciate that. I love all you guys, even you guys that hate me. Still love you. Rock on. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.